Title: How to Gain True Respect. Start with self-respect first. Stoicism and motivation. In a world where everyone is chasing likes, followers, and approval, true respect has become one of the rarest treasures. But the truth is, you can never earn real respect from others until you first learn to respect yourself. Stoicism teaches us that self-respect begins when we stop living for the opinions of others and start living according to our own values. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, once said, "If you want to be respected by others, first respect yourself." And that begins with discipline over your thoughts, your actions, and your emotions. When you respect yourself, you no longer beg for attention, you don't try to prove your worth, you simply live it, you speak less and do more, you don't break your own promises, you stand firm in your principles even when it's unpopular. That quiet strength, that calm dignity, that's where true respect is born. People don't respect you because you're loud or rich. They respect you because you're consistent, because you keep your word, because you don't lose control in chaos. Stoicism reminds us that self-mastery is the foundation of self-respect, and self-respect is the foundation of every kind of respect that follows. Self-respect comes before external respect. You can't expect others to value you if you don't value yourself first. True respect begins within, not from outside validation. Self-respect is the foundation upon which all other respect is built. Before expecting others to see your worth, you must first recognize it within yourself. Too often, people chase admiration, trying to please everyone, thinking respect comes from approval. But Stoicism teaches the opposite. True respect begins when you stop depending on others to define your value. When you start setting standards for how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself, and how you allow others to treat you, you begin building a strong inner foundation. Self-respect means refusing to settle for less than you deserve, not out of arrogance, but out of awareness of your own worth. It means keeping your promises to yourself, standing by your values even when no one is watching, and walking away from things that compromise your integrity. When you honor yourself, your confidence becomes unshakable. You stop seeking validation because you already carry peace within. People sense that strength, and they respond to it naturally. You don't need to demand respect, it flows toward you because you live with authenticity. The moment you start respecting yourself, the world starts mirroring that respect back to you. Control yourself, not others, as Stoicism teaches. Respect grows from self-mastery, controlling your thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than trying to control people or situations. One of the greatest lessons Stoicism offers is the power of self-control. You can't always control what people say, how they act, or what life throws your way, but you can always control your response. That's where true respect begins to grow. When you master your reactions, you show emotional strength and discipline. Losing control, getting angry, or acting out of impulse doesn't earn respect, it weakens it. Stoics believed that freedom and dignity come from ruling over your own mind. When you stay calm in chaos, people see stability in you. They trust you, admire you, and naturally respect your composure. Controlling yourself doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, it means understanding them, choosing patience over anger, and wisdom over impulse. Every time you pause before reacting, every time you stay grounded when others lose their cool, you are strengthening your self-respect. You stop being a puppet to emotions and become the master of your own life. That calm control builds inner confidence, and confidence earns respect far more than any loud display of power. In the end, the strongest person in the room isn't the one who dominates others, it's the one who has mastered themselves. Live by principles, not popularity. Real strength lies in standing by your values even when the crowd disagrees. Integrity commands more respect than attention ever will. Living by principles instead of popularity is one of the most powerful ways to earn lasting respect. In a world obsessed with trends, likes, and approval, it takes courage to stay true to your values. Stoicism teaches that a person of character doesn't bend their morals just to fit in or be accepted. They act according to what is right, not what is easy. When you choose honesty over deception, loyalty over convenience, and integrity over comfort, people begin to see your true strength. You may not please everyone, but you'll gain the respect of those who matter and, more importantly, your own. Popularity fades quickly, but character endures. It's built in quiet moments when no one is watching, in the small choices you make each day. Living by principles means standing tall when others doubt you, refusing to compromise your beliefs for attention, and walking away from situations that violate your conscience. Over time, your actions speak louder than words. People recognize authenticity, and that's what earns deep, lasting respect. When you live guided by principles rather than the opinions of others, you not only gain respect, you gain peace, strength, and a life rooted in purpose. Consistency builds character. People respect those who keep their word and remain steady in both success and struggle. Respect isn't earned in a day, it's built through consistent actions. Consistency is the silent builder of respect. Anyone can act good for a day, but it takes real strength to stay true every single day, through success and struggle alike. Stoicism teaches that virtue is not a one-time act, but a way of living. When your words match your actions, and your actions match your values, people begin to trust you deeply. Respect is born from that trust. It's not about perfection, it's about reliability. When you keep your promises, show up on time, and take responsibility for your mistakes, you show discipline and integrity. Life constantly tests your patience and resolve, but consistency turns those tests into proof of your character. Even in failure, when you keep trying and learning, people notice your steadiness. Over time, your reputation grows, not because of what you claim to be, but because of how you consistently live. Stoicism reminds us that greatness doesn't come from one grand gesture, but from the daily practice of self-control, honesty, and perseverance. Consistency makes your respect unshakable because it shows that your values are not temporary choices, they are your way of life. And that kind of reliability commands true, lasting respect. Stop seeking approval, start earning it within. When you stop chasing validation and start honoring your own standards, you project confidence and authenticity, and that naturally attracts genuine respect. When you stop chasing approval and start earning it within, you discover one of life's greatest freedoms, the freedom to be yourself. Most people spend their lives seeking validation, trying to please others, and fearing rejection. But Stoicism reminds us that peace and respect don't come from outside opinions. They come from self-acceptance and inner strength. When you know your worth, you no longer depend on others to confirm it. You stop living like a reflection of someone else's expectations and start living as the author of your own story. This doesn't mean arrogance, it means quiet confidence. You set your own standards, you measure success by your own growth, and you walk your path with purpose. The more you honor your own values, the less you care about temporary praise or criticism. People naturally begin to respect those who respect themselves because that energy cannot be faked. It radiates through your posture, your choices, and your calmness. True respect is never begged for, it's attracted. When you stop chasing approval and start building yourself from within, you become unshakable, authentic, and free. That is when you earn the kind of respect that no one can take away from you.